Joining us now is Frank Rocca, Vatican correspondent for the Wall Street Journal. Thank you so much for joining us. You know, you have covered the Vatican for a decade, including several visits by U.S. presidents. How does this one compare?
Well, I think, no president gets out of here without being both praised and criticized. With George W. Bush, the issue was the Iraq War and all the complications that ensued from that. With President Obama, there was abortion, embryonic stem cell research, religious liberty issues. And with President Trump, we all know that, on migration especially, the Pope and the President don't agree. But I think, the Pope, the Vatican, in their communique, surprisingly to some, recognized that with the administration on life issues, abortion evidently, and on religious rights of conscience, that they're on the same page. And so I would say that it was just as favorable as any of the other visits, perhaps slightly more so than President Obama's visits.
Do you believe that the visit was a success for both sides? Is it possible for something to be a success?
Certainly, I think so. I think for the Pope, it was certainly, he showed magnanimity. He showed his willingness to listen, even to someone with whom he clearly disagrees on a lot of issues. And certainly the president paid tribute to the Pope, to coming out of his way. On this trip, this long and very busy trip, he came to Rome only to see the Pope. And then the president walks away with very friendly, positive images with the Pope and with the First Lady. This was another good day for President Trump.
Although I would have to say that there was one picture that's blowing up the Twitterverse, as they say, where the Pope, as I'm quoting here, looks grumpy. So I think that people really do want to find the odd man pictures as opposed to the common ground that they can sow.
Well, first of all, the Pope has been pretty tired the last few days. Anybody who's seen him up close has noted that. And also the people on the plane who were traveling with President Trump said the same about him. But I think also, two people who meet for the first time and they're asked to pose standing side by side, it's an awkward moment. It's very difficult. And also the Pope often looks that way. He often looks very, very serious.
Yes,
and you can pick your images, but on many occasions he was chuckling and smiling, especially after they talked. So that's a good sign. If he's in a better mood after the conversation, then I would prefer that than vice versa.
Right. I'm with you 100%. We will be reading your reports in the Wall Street Journal. Thank you so much, Frank Rocca, Vatican correspondent.
Thank you, Lauren.